Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Obceth here with another mock review. This one known as Blaze. Not gonna give him many points for originality, but can't blame ya. I know when I was growing up, if there was anything to be named that dealt with fire, its name was also Blaze. I'm gonna try to be a little more consistent with this one, not ramble too much like before. So we're gonna start from the front and work, or I guess we'll work from the feet up. So I like the leg armoring on both the shin and the thigh. It's a little back and forth since it goes from the silver plating. Excuse me. I don't know what you would call that leg piece. I know I've seen it on the Vorox, and I think I've seen a few other sets use it. Don't know what it's called, but I like the silvering, and I love the use of the Tahu Stars armor. Now, I know nobody likes the stars, but I do like those small little armor additions there. That with the CCBS shell on the back of the thigh actually covers that up rather nicely. One critique I will have, which is something that's going to go applied to the entire mock, and it's a lesson I've had to learn as a mockist, is I don't like the blending of Metru Red with Mata Red. It's too close in tone that doesn't fly too well. Maybe you could probably use the axles, red axles or red pins. I can't remember which. You could probably use those with it, but when it comes to actual solid piece usage, I can't recommend it because it is off. I had the same issue with Greaves, and I continue to use the red pins, I guess they're called, but I got rid of the normal Mata Red when it came to piece usage, so I would recommend that. Structurally, fine. I do like the idea of, I don't know, those connectors that connect that connect vertically instead of horizontally. I think just by pushing those two together and by using what looks like I guess a system connector piece. It's the ones you use for sticking fingers onto hands. It's actually a really clever way to round out the thigh without being too bulky, so nice. I wonder if that restricts any posing when it comes to bending the leg, but all in all, aesthetically, it looks good. Okay, so crotch, it's still Metru Red, but I do like the use of the Metru chest plate there with the 3x1 connectors on both sides. Not quite sure why you decided to use a light gray pin in the middle there. I guess it kind of holds them both in place. Uh, I feel like that's kind of an additional color you don't really need, that light gray. I'm trying to look here on the back. I guess it does connect. I don't have HD photos of this one, so it's a little hard to make up the details. I would say if you can switch that out for a black one, you'd probably be better off. Alright, torso wide, looks like he customized that, and I'm assuming he's got some bend in there. None of the photos I picked up show it, but it looks like there should be some torso flexibility in there, which is very good. That's one thing I like seeing on any mocks now, is they'll flex that torso up and down. Otherwise, it's completely custom, and the use of the Nuva chest plate, always nice if it's pulled off correctly and it looks very part of the chest. I think it gives a very powerful look to it. I like the shaping to it, and for the stud in there to act as a heart light. It's a good addition. The arms, I actually rather like how you did the shoulders there. The silvers are a little bit off, I would say, but it does cover up the what is that? Is that Mantex armor? Either way, that armor piece, it covers it up well, so good job there. I like the use of the red, bright red Metru limb. I like that. And of course, you got standard hand with additional fingers. I can't tell if that's silver or gray. If it's silver, you're doing good. If it's gray, I'd probably recommend trying to find. Just try to find silver. It might just be the lighting. But the head is probably the most, I guess you can say in a way, coolest, just because it is. He's got a 3D printed Kanohi. I'm not sure which one it is, but just because it is different, it makes the character feel much more unique. Like, no, that's really the drawing point of early Bionicle. All these very non-distinctive pieces, like aside from like the original Mata mask in the color that went from the character they were first from, their ability to go onto any mock and give them a personality is very great. So by you using this one, I feel like this one encapsulates the character and makes him his own person. Instead of say he used a red hound, and, oh no, that's the Tahu mock. I get that one from time to time, understandable, but either way, good job. Trying to find. He has a weapon. Yes, okay, so it looks kind of like a. It's like a gun blade or something. It could just be a long sword. I'm overthinking it, but it can be interpreted in a few different ways. It kind of looks like a bloodborne weapon where you can maybe stab and shoot somebody. Either way, just good use on making a customized weapon with a decent handle that seems to fit onto your character's hand. So that would be great if you decide to do some more dynamic photography with it. I might recommend taking them outside to a bricky area to get some of that going. Otherwise, and just a side note, it's not actually a part of the mock, but he does have him on this little speeder here. Now, I can't say I recognize it from anywhere else, so if that's just a full-blown custom vehicle you've made, kudos to you, man. Like, vehicles are one of the few things I did not have a lot. I can't say had a lot. I didn't have any vehicles of Bionicle growing up. I had to get the Rocka myself just because I was like, I want a vehicle, but I don't want one that's going to cost me an arm and a leg, so I settled for the arm. So let me know if that's custom, because if you do, I mean, might want the instruction. I want one for myself. So all in all, build wise, good job here. Not too complicated a mock. If you want to, you could maybe spice up the lower limbs a little bit. Otherwise, I would maybe try to see if you could replace the Metro Red. Maybe just straight up make it black. Or maybe some silver limbs, something. But I think you got a decent character here that you could definitely improve upon. And let's see some better photos of you in the future. I'd like to see this guy become something better. Thank you everybody for watching this review. As before, let me know if you want me to recommend or review your mock. You can reach out to me on the Amino. You can find me on Reddit at abra_the_hunter. Still regretting making my Reddit when I had him as my self mock, but what are you gonna do? Until next review, Obceth and the Steampunk Gentleman out.